Calling from a 651 area code. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Moving up the power rankings this week to the number 3 spot behind Ronald Reagan and Greg, it's Chris Lapaco. Let me say that again. Yes, the Chris Lapaco. What's going on, folks?
Greg. He said Greg. The Chris Lapaco. Moving up the power caller chart. There's a little fire symbol next to you.
Chris Lapaco.
That's right. I'm full of piss and vinegar today.
Chris Lapaco, I saw someone change not their Twitter handle, but their Twitter name to the Chris Lapaco. It wasn't you.
Yes, I thought that was pretty funny. I know, because people were talking about like imitation Chris Lapacos, and I'm like, people know the real deal when they see it.
Oh, people have been tweeting at you
change his name to Yeah, so
there's a lot of name changing stuff going on. You're big time.
I know.
Big league.
It's funny though. It's all good. I like it. Do you guys want to help me break a story? Because I caught Donald Trump plagiarizing again.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I thought that was like okay, let's do this. He gave a creepy speech last week to some Christian veterans. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I mean, it was like something out of North Korea, man. It was weird. Anyway, but during the speech, I was like, man, this doesn't sound like him or his speechwriter. I don't know. They plagiarize everything anyway, but I was just like, something doesn't seem right here. So I started Googling, and I found it seems like a book by James Morris Robinson called Genesis, A New World Order was his inspiration for a couple parts in the speech. I got the quotes right here. First off, this is the one that caught my attention. A nation is the sum of its citizens. That's what Donald Trump said. And it's just a little thing. But then James Morris Robinson, and this is all on one page with James Morris Robinson quotes, okay? So it's not like you had to run around to find this stuff. Cities are a sum of its people. And then they left out this part. Multiculturalism strengthens the sum. Obviously, they don't want that in their stuff. And then the next part was whether we are black or brown or white, we all bleed the same red blood from Trump. Now, everybody says that, but also in Genesis, A New World Order. First, we are a nation of different races, nationalities, and ethnic groups. Blah, 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 blah. The third most important commonality is that we all bleed red, okay? And then in the middle is a bunch of nice stuff about how everyone should get along. Obviously, they don't want that in there, right? Then he was talking about heroes, like you're a hero, you're a hero, you're a hero. It was like something on Oprah or whatever. And then there's another quote in there like, heroism is not reserved for men and women in uniform. Heroes come in all gender shapes and sizes, blah, blah, blah. Now, I know that's kind of, speculative, right? But then I downloaded the book and I read the first page because it was like 400 pages long and you can't search the words or whatever. Right. The first page was all about Trump and Brexit and a right-wing leader in France who thinks radical patriotism is the engine of the future. Huh. We're not done yet, folks. Number 5, here we go. At the end of the speech, he says, we will prove worthy of this very important moment in history, and we will prove worthy of the sacrifice that our brave veterans have made. That was Donald Trump. In 2009, Barack Obama, during the economic meltdown, gave a presidential weekly address, and he said, I'm confident at this defining moment we will prove ourselves worthy of the sacrifice of those who came before us. So he just changed veterans with those who came before us. So like he was plagiarizing all over the place, in my opinion, on that speech. And so I made a video about that online.
How did you look it up?
Just type in.
What was your first? How did you first think that this would be plagiarism? What keyed you into check?
I really don't know. Like I was just sitting there, and I'm like, it was like the universe poked me in the head, right? And I don't believe in like supernatural stuff. It just popped in out of nowhere. Like search this.
This doesn't seem like
there's some guy in Minnesota found out about it through telekinesis. We need to tighten the game up.
Waters, what's the plan?
Waters, what do we do?
What's the plan?
I said we need to take the good parts, get rid of all the we want Puerto Ricans in our city parts. And somehow this Minnesota guy found out about it.
All right. Well, there it is. Breaking stories.
Somebody just assassination
plan. One more thing before we go.
Flames.
One more thing. Don't hang up on me. Hold on. This is really important. Okay, and I'll be real quick. Have you heard about this guy Peter W. Smith? Okay, he's a Republican strategist who was trying to collude with Russian hackers to get Hillary Clinton's emails.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have heard.
Yes.
Yeah, and okay. he had all these people on the campaign that he said he was working with, including Michael Flynn. Now this dude's dead. All right. I mean, he was 81 years old, but the crazy part about it is after he died, nobody took his wallet. So I think people should look into that. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Love you.
Oh, interesting. Nobody took his wallet.
Suspicious.
I'm going to want to find Kim.com's thoughts on that.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos